Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell, and I'm here with a gold and silver update. It's been a little while because I've been very busy. At the end of the month of September, I performed a wedding. I married a couple. We had God's Gathering of the Saints, which was an absolute phenomenon. It really truly was. I'm honored to meet so many different people. We had over 100 something people from 20 different states that showed up for God's. Then we had the Feast of Tabernacles, and my wife, Sister Carol, boy, she is to be commended because she slept outside in a tent with me for a total of 12 days this year. And I'll tell you, that's something to be said, especially for Sister Carol. But anyway, we're on the talking about the gold and silver rally. I have a piece of silver right here. You know what I mean? A very nice silver coin, huge, big silver coin. But I haven't been able to talk much about it. I was hoping for a pullback myself to the 20s. I mean, really, truly, if you wanted me to really be really optimistic, I was hoping it would go down to $5 an ounce, to tell you the truth. But it looks like that it's in the rallying stages right now. We done had the correction just about as much as it can be corrected. And the reason why I'm saying that is just look, nothing has changed. The same old rhetoric, the same old delusions, the same old deceitful talk is still going on. And what are governments doing? What are central banks doing? What is the Fed doing? They're not talking about trying to restrain themselves from all this massive spending that they're doing. What is their only answer? What is the only recourse they have? Print more money. Create more money. You know the reason why? Because that's the only, they've run out of options. There is nothing else. The world in itself is bankrupt. So that's the reason why we teach you to continue to keep getting physical and get it now. As a matter of fact, if you missed this latest pullback, I was out in the woods. And I try to come in from time to time, but the reason why you didn't see me much because I was sleeping out in tents and I pretty much was out of touch. And you know what? It's good to be out of touch. It really truly is. At times, because then you really get to see what life and what the world is all about and what you're really truly missing when you can pull back from all the rhetoric for a while. But silver is really getting ready to make a serious gain again. And of course, I've always told you, don't get caught up like day traders do. You know, where the market is up and the market is down. I've got this one day trader. He won't tell me where he's from. And you know, he it's basically something else. But the only time I ever hear from him is when silver pulls way back. And so I send him a note. I say, I tell you what, I know you watch every single video because you can't help yourself. How about you contact me when silver gets up to $50 an ounce and then say I repent and I'm sorry. But you ain't going to do that because these people don't have that kind of character and they don't have that kind of nature. And that's just the truth. You know, we're really dealing with a very hypocritical society. And we're dealing in a particular time frame where people can accuse you. I don't care what it is, but you're not able to face your accusers. And they don't want you to face your accusers. Matter of fact, nobody wants to actually be up front and speak openly and very tactful in a very civil conversation. At least have one of them. With people nowadays. And that's because, you know, the way we have been trained in this society. We've been trained to function, you know, ducking and dodging, hiding, tricking, deceiving, using subtle ways and modes. I mean, it's just, hey, it's like our fiat currency system. I mean, after all, if you don't have physical by now, you don't have physical silver by now, you're in some serious trouble. And you're going to be in some serious trouble because no matter what, the history proves it. That the world is going to reset back again. You see, you've been deceived, you've been lied to believe that paper is somehow money. See, it used to be a time that this paper used to be backed up by gold or silver. I mean, that's why you have junk silver, they have silver coinage. But this junk right here now, it's not backed up by nothing at all. And the world and the bankers of the world, they're literally raping the people and just stealing your substance and wealth through this junk and this garbage right here. And because you have been trained and manipulated in this society, it doesn't cause you to think right. That's like religion. If you do not personally know for yourself, if you have not personally read the book, done the research, know the history, you will be deceived. You know the reason why? Because it is socially and biblically impossible to enslave a Bible-reading people. I can also make the same statement. It is socially and it is personally impossible to enslave a people who know history. And not just American history, because American history is one big fat lie. You don't hear the real true history coming from the American perspective, just like you never hear the truth about the Bible coming from a Christian perspective. And I deliberately said that slow because I want to put a defibrillator up on your mind, shock you, and get you to think. When we are supposed to be so-called intelligent people, and we have allowed them to trick us, deceive us, and manipulate us for years to believe that you can take paper and it is worth more than this because it's a medium of exchange. You deserve exactly what you get for putting your hope in something that is false and not true. But I would say keep stacking. I believe silver's getting ready to really do a serious rally. And last time I looked, just this morning, it was up over $1.11. It's at the $34 mark right now. It's going to shoot up probably to 40, and pretty soon the next resetting point is going to be 40. That's where it's going to end up being stable at for a while. You're going to see a lot of volatility, a whole bunch of it, up and down. I'm not a day trader. I don't follow the markets every single day. I have too much to do. I got a lot of work to do. I have a lot of preaching and teaching to do. I just have a lot on my hands to do other than sit back and have anxiety attacks, biting my fingernails to the quick, wondering what these manipulators are going to do with the market. Is silver going to go up or go down? I've always told you it's a long-term investment. And you need to understand that you need to have that mindset. Buy it. Put it up in your safe. It ain't in the safe place in that bank. Because one day you're going to go to those banks, those doors are going to be closed. On another tip, is it not amazing how here in America now they're putting restrictions on when you can protest and when you can't protest? And if you don't protest, if you don't stop protesting when we tell you to, we're going to bring our police out with rubber bullets, shake bangs, flash grenades, and tear gas, and we're going to assault you American people. I keep telling you folks, you look and see what's going on in Oakland right now. Are you not amazed? Are you not amazed at what, think about it. What type of indoctrination and what type of training do these so-called police officers have today to where you, the people, are irrelevant? I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is they have a job, you don't. And they're going to protect their substance because right now, this is what they get paid. And when it comes to their families eating and you out on the street protesting, as long as they're getting a paycheck, they're going to continue to be blinded to what the world bankers are doing and what this system of corruption is doing. So you people don't understand that the United States of America is a corporation. And you don't understand it because you have not been taught that. Therefore, you can't function right. And when people like me start coming and telling you the brutal truth, you judge us as if there's something wrong with us. How about there's something wrong with you and the way you believe and the way you think? You know, it would behoove you to go back and look at that movie, the first movie called The Matrix. And I usually don't put plugs in for movies, nothing more than Matrix and Braveheart, because, hey, and there's another movie out there called Defiance, which I think everybody should look at, because when you look at that movie, you're pretty much looking at the character and nature of human beings who have not had their minds, y'all understand, informed about how uncivil a civilized society can really truly get when it comes to your hide or my hide. Now, if you're following the book, you'll always put others before yourself. But if you get out here and you get into this survivalist mentality and you allow these thoughts to enter up into your mind to where you will consider perpetuating injustices upon everybody, you got some serious problems in your thinking process. Well, you know, I try to do everything I can to inspire you, to let you know you can do all this. You'll hear me say many things that will bring conviction. That doesn't mean I'm wrong because I'm bringing forth the truth. I'm only trying to get you to see what reality is. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. The straight way.